Court does call the case. People versus Dwight Miller.
For the people.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Rob J. Kilowald calling outside of Judge Flay's courtroom. Good afternoon, Your Honor. Dwight, would you state your name for the record?
I'm American State National. I'm appearing sui juris. You is not my attorney. That's not working for me. We got a whole issue. All my constitutional rights have been violated. I want it on the record. I was arrested by a lie. I want it on the record.
Okay, first of all, I'm going to stop this. I directed this defendant to be in this courthouse in person.
I got a bad back, sir.
And he is not here in person.
Sir, I
am not going to sit here and listen to him ramble on and on about everything.
Oh, really?
I don't mind hearing from people, but I tell you, if you're going to say it all, you're going to say it to my face. Bench warrant relation for defendant's failure to appear. No bond.
I am here.
We'll get him here.
I got a
Thank you. You can mute him. Thank you, Mr. Kilowald.
Okay, Judge. Thank you. Judge, if I may say, he does have some medical issues. That being said, all I wanted to do was set it for exam.
Well, when he gets here and graces our doorstep, I'll be more than happy to set it.
All right, I'll bring my constitutional book. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Kilowald.
Your Honor, I do want to give you a heads up that I was not able to do an intake with Mr. Scott Kearns this morning. He was not willing.
Yeah, I was just following up on that. I emailed the connection between probate court and community mental health to ask if he's a customer, and she says he is. So she's checking with his treatment team right now about what's going on, because they say he is compliant with his current treatment and medications. So waiting to see if there's anything they can do to help, but we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Mr. Kern, are you there?
Shut the fuck up, old bitch. Don't say another fucking word, you stupid bitch. You won't fucking American pedophile that have. Shut the fuck up and don't talk to me again, bitch.
Oh.
Shut the fuck up before I have somebody find out where you're at and kill your ass.
Oh.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. You don't understand English?
Okay.
He's gonna talk to the judge that way.
So I don't think we're going to do this right now, Bridget. I'm in contact with CMH to see. They say he was compliant with his medication and treatment, but obviously he's not doing very well. I'm going to see if CMH will send somebody to see him. Okay. All right, thanks. Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Our next one will be cause 25-1576.
All right, this is all Zach's fault as usual. Over at Law Nerds Unite, and also KC Smokey found this one for me. I hear it's good stuff. I haven't seen it.
Sherry Gail Duke, Castle Park Investments versus small child occupant, Eric Unknown, Cherie Valencia, and others. Who do I have here on behalf of Duke and Castle Park?
That would be me, Your Honor, Sherry Gail Duke.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Do I have anyone here on behalf of, let's go first with Cherie Valencia. Anyone here for Cherie Valencia?
Yes, I'm present.
Good morning. And then is there anyone here representing the occupants?
No, but I also have Eric on the phone listening, and he'll.
Eric is here, Miss Valencia is here, but no one for the occupants. All right, that's fine. Ms. Duke, tell me why this eviction sought.
Okay, so I started on the property on September the 13th. Actually, I'm sorry, September the 15th. And we actually had a visit from our corporate office, and they saw the site of what 121 looked like. And we're also trying to build a tiny home community at that time. They did ask me to get with the occupants to clean up their site, which they had not at first, but so what had happened is that I had to send 2 notices of violations to their properties, that they had way too much stuff. There was bedroom furniture out in the back of the RV, and all of this is facing our road, so it was affecting our business, and we were losing revenue from our tiny home community. So at that point in time, when I sent them the notices, I never heard anything from them. And when I told them I was going to send them an eviction, that's when they came into the office, Miss Cherie, and then Eric came in as well to the office and was screaming and yelling at her. And then later came back and told me that's how he speaks with her. But I don't allow that kind of talk in my office. It's not professional. And it just didn't make me feel very safe. So
If I hear you correctly, then this is about a lease violation. They have too much trash at their property.
yes, this is the lease violation. So
Okay.
but
Miss Duke? Miss Duke.
You got to tell them that we were given permission, and we got.
Sir,
Eric,
it's a plaintiff's case.
it's
What you just did is prove the plaintiff's case.
we'll have her turn to talk.
We got a
Miss
shirtless
Valencia?
maggot.
Yes,
Not a good start for your side of the situation.
I apologize.
He literally just said he came in and started yelling.
Oh, this is fantastic already. I was told it was good, and it is.
And before I could ask her a question, he yelled out.
He was unaware of the rules, but I let him know.
I find it hard to believe that anyone doesn't know they should conduct themselves with decorum in a courtroom.
He didn't hear the part where we
How
were
old
gonna.
is he?
Yes,
Is he an adult? Is he over 18?
yes, he
Then
is.
he should absolutely know to behave with more decorum in a courtroom. Anyone who's seen TV knows that that's how you behave. We'll return to the plaintiff's case. Miss Duke,
yes,
is
yes,
there
Your
a
Honor.
written lease?
I was being heard.
Miss Valencia, you can actually mute yourself and avoid any further embarrassment. Miss Duke, is there a written lease?
No, there is not. What
Then
she actually had.
Miss
Love it.
Duke,
I'm sorry.
there's no written lease.
No.
Now, you said that you came into this sometime in September, so you are a new entry to this situation.
Yes, Your Honor.
To your knowledge, or the knowledge from the company you're representing, how long have the defendants been in possession of the unit? How long have they been tenants?
Let me look at that. They actually moved in on July 31st, 2025.
And if there's no written lease, how do I know what the terms and conditions are?
What they have is a site agreement. Is just says what they're going to be paying. And they are actually parked in a platinum site. And of course, I was not here.
Miss Duke,
Yes.
you told me there's no written lease, but then you said they have a site agreement.
Ooh, they got the platinum site with the Corinthian leather.
What's a site agreement? Is that in writing?
That is in writing and it just says what they're going to be paying.
Is it signed by the defendants?
It is signed by the defendant, but it's not signed by management previously.
What's the date that it was signed?
It was signed on. Actually, there is no date on here.
Does it have any terms and conditions? Because there's nothing that was submitted to the court. So I can't look at this magic document to know if it actually has any terms or conditions that they could have violated.
This was submitted to the court online.
O'Shea, do you see it? When was that
Electron.
submitted, Ms. Duke?
That was submitted on. Let me look at my paperwork. November the 5th, 2025.
I have the petition. It's just 2 pages.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Ms. Duke, is there a chance you could share your screen and show it to me? Do you have it online?
Put a note on there on 11-5 on the notes tab that it was filed without notice to vacate, military affidavit, and lease.
So nothing came in, Ms. Duke.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
We have a note that it was filed without any additional paperwork. We just got a petition. No lease, no military affidavit, no notice to vacate, nothing.
Okay, well, this is the first time I'm actually doing it online, so I know that's not an excuse. But I know that corporate does want them to move.
Well, I get that, but you don't have a lease. All right, let me ask another question. So there's no agreement to pay rent that I'm aware of here. Under the site agreement that you're looking at that is signed but not dated, is there an amount that's supposed to be paid?
It's actually supposed to be 875 because of the site they're in.
That's not what I asked, Ms. Duke. What does the agreement that you signed say?
699.
See what I'm saying? Don't misrepresent things.
Okay.
If what she signed that's not dated and you didn't provide me proof says 699, you need to go with 699.
Okay.
Okay. Now, is she renting a site or an RV?
She has an RV in the site.
But is she renting the RV or the site or both?
The site.
The site. And is this a place for manufactured homes?
No, it is not.
What day was the notice to vacate provided?
That was issued to them on October. The first one was on October the 9th. The second one was October the 20th.
And the one on October 9, how was it delivered?
It was actually hand delivered, and then I also sent it via email.
The one that was hand delivered, what were the terms and conditions on it?
It was actually in an envelope. I knocked on the door and nobody answered.
No, but what does it say? Because you didn't send them a copy. I don't know. So what does the notice to vacate tell them?
It tells them you are hereby required to vacate the premises on 25928 Haney Flat Road, Spicewood, within 72 hours of the notice. You were served this notice on 10/9. 72 hours after the date would be 10/12/2025. If you have not vacated the property by 10/12/2025, the police will be called to escort you off the property.
All right. Then how about the one on the 20th? How was that delivered?
That one was delivered on the 20th as well. Yes, Your Honor. And it stated the same thing.
How was it delivered?
It was hand delivered and then via email.
Another 72 hours?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Do you have any evidence to support the lease violations?
We actually do, because their site was a mess. I actually have pictures.
That's what I'm asking, Ms. Duke. Can you share those photos with the court?
I did not. They were actually on my phone, so I did not share those.
Do you have a witness who can testify as to the state of the property?
Yes, my assistant manager.
Fantastic.
Jason.
Where are they?
Would you like for me to call him in?
Yes, Ms. Duke. You have to prove the case.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. We are asking him to come in.
Ms. Duke, while he's coming in, take a look at the site agreement. Other than amount for payment, is there any details or conditions on it?
It just says the site excuse me, the site agreement is made between Spicewood RV Resort, referred to as herein as the owner, and the individual referred to as herein as guest. Guests agree to all terms and conditions of the license agreement, and additionally are bonded by all site guidelines incorporated as Addendum A.
Is there an Addendum A attached to it?
No, ma'am, it's not.
And that doesn't do you any good. Ms. Duke, I'm afraid that you're not meeting the burden that you need. In order to show me that she's violated a lease, there needs to be a lease and there need to be conditions on it. If what you have is simply a site agreement that, per your information, isn't signed and isn't dated and has no addendum to it, you're not going to meet the burden of a violation, because even if you came in and showed me photos of a bunch of trash, what tells me that that's not allowable under the agreement that you signed, even assuming I agreed that that thing was signed.
I understand.
And for Mr. Eric Unknown having a very, aggressive way of handling himself, I'll grant you that's not a great way to behave, certainly not in court, but that is not a violation of a lease if one doesn't exist.
Okay.
All right.
And Jason is coming in now, Your Honor.
I look at your petition. You only sought a violation for lease violations, nothing about unpaid rent. I take that to mean that the defendants have paid their rent in full.
No, I did not collect rent on them at all. I'm doing exactly what corporate asked me to do, and they just wanted them to leave. We do not want to even collect any money.
All right. Well, unfortunately, Ms. Duke, with that information, I don't find that the landlord is meeting their burden to show a lease violation. Certainly, you can appeal my decision, right? This is the example where the landlord might want to appeal.
Okay.
And you can move forward that way. You can appeal. You can start the process over by alleging a different type of lease violation or the same thing. You can do as you like. Certainly, you
Okay.
can talk to an attorney or to corporate, and they might have a different idea about what they'd like to do. But today,
Okay.
it's going to be a judgment for the defendant, and it's going to be for a lack of evidence.
Okay.
Certainly, you both can appeal. I would put the appeal bond at $699. That's each to one of the site
The
amounts.
judge would like to know what their site looked like.
It was a mess. They had.
We're not taking any more testimony.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, it's over.
When you file the eviction, it is always best to file the necessary documents, the lease, a ledger, a notice to vacate. We don't have any of those things, so I can't review them. And what I was hearing today in the testimony from Ms. Duke is that the site agreement does not have an addendum. It doesn't specify any terms and conditions. It only specifies an amount of money. Nothing in the petition. In fact, the petition explicitly states that y'all are not seeking anything for unpaid rent. So if it's just a lease violation, I don't find evidence to support that.
Okay.
Absolutely still have options. Ms. Valencia, they can still do other things. So I would encourage all parties to maybe communicate with each other about a resolution. All right. Ms. Duke, do you have any questions?
No, I do not.
All right. Ms. Valencia, do you have any questions?
Yes, actually. I would like to know where I can file a claim to countersue.
There's no counterclaim in an eviction. That's
Well,
all-
the thing is, ever since Miss Sherry Duke came into the office as office manager, we're an interracial couple.
Ms. Valencia, please contact legal aid if you think you have a claim
Yes,
against your landlord.
and I have.
There's
I've
no such thing
contacted-
as a counterclaim in an
Yes,
eviction. Okay?
I've
All right.
contacted legal aid.
Fantastic. Good luck, everyone. All parties are excused today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for
Fantastic.
checking. Sometimes it gets lost in it, but no, nothing came in. All right. Next, we're going to be with 251577.
Oh, she is fun.
That is Reynaldo Lopez, Nora Lopez versus Antonio Mendieta Jr. and Lisa Ross. So who do I have here on behalf of our plaintiff Lopez and Lopez? Anyone? Do we have anyone here for cause 251577, Reynaldo Lopez and Nora Lopez versus Antonio Mendieta Jr. and Lisa Ross?
This is Mr. Ronaldo Lopez.
Oh, good morning. Thank you. Lopez. All right. Do I have someone here on behalf of Antonio Mendieta Jr.?
Yes, ma'am. I'm here.
Are y'all in the same camera?
I'm here too.
Oh my God.
This is Nora Lopez.
Hello. Hello,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay, everyone's yelling. All right, I got.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I did, Miss Lopez. I can hear you.
Okay. All
All
right.
right.
I'm the one that filed the eviction notice. My brother's a homeowner. I'm the tenant.
Mr. Mendieta,
Yes.
is the gentleman next to you? Who is that?
He's a homeowner.
That's Mr.
What do
Lopez.
you think, me?
Yes, ma'am. He's a homeowner, and the person speaking, Nora, she's just a tenant. He's not a tenant.
No, I am the tenant. What do you mean I'm just a tenant?
Yeah, that.
You're just a squatter. I'm coming out there because I don't see myself on the.
Do y'all all live in the same household? Is that why I'm getting?
Yes.
That's
We
why
do.
I'm
We do.
getting-
Or do you see
See
them?
why the judge was confused because the plaintiff and the defendant are in the same camera together. That's why I was lost. Okay, now who is this
Okay,
person?
I don't see you.
Oh my
Who is
God.
that woman, Mr. Mendieta?
That's the woman that filed the eviction,
Is
not
that
the owner. That's Miss Lopez. She's the one who filed the eviction, but she's not the owner.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Miss Lopez.
I don't see you.
That's because you're not using your camera. You're just using the phone. If you've got to be looking on Zoom. Oh, okay.
Ma'am, she's not.
Okay, well, I don't know how to do it.
Here's my
I don't know how to
confusion.
do it. They know how to do it. They
Miss
think they got
Lopez?
everything going on over there.
Miss Lopez, if you just want to go stand next to your brother and see on camera, I can do the whole thing that way. You don't have to.
Okay.
But then
I don't
you-
want to be standing by them. I don't want to be out there with them.
All right, then go
I
back
don't want
in
to
the
be
house.
by them.
Go back in the house.
Okay, I'm in the house. I'm in my room.
Echo. Go. That's fine.
I'm staying away from them like I'm supposed to. They're not staying away from me like they're supposed to.
Okay.
He's already put me in jail twice. He assaulted me numerous times, verbally assaulted me. He's
Ms. Lopez, I'm afraid we've had to mute you. I want to give you some information and I want to take your information and Mr. Lopez's as well. All right? Mr. Lopez, let's begin with you.
Okay.
Did you file the petition for eviction?
Did I file for it?
Correct.
No.
You did not file the petition.
No. My sister did.
Okay.
And my sister is not a tenant. She just lives in my house.
Mr. Lopez, you're the titled owner of the home,
Yes.
and you did not file to evict anyone.
No.
Okay. Ms. Lopez, I'm going to unmute you now. On your phone, if you'll press *6, then I'll be able to hear you. Mr. Lopez, while we're getting your sister to unmute, does your sister have any ownership interest? Oh, you, Ms. Lopez?
All right.
Good morning, Ms. Lopez. All right.
Good morning.
Are you an owner of the property?
No, my brother is. I've been living here since 2001.
Okay, Ms. Lopez, I appreciate that. Your brother, who does own the property, says that he does not want to evict anyone.
No, the thing is that I picked up assault charges on them. Actually, he assaulted me, and I went to jail. When I got out of jail, I went to the hospital where he stomped on my toes, and they were filming it, and I pushed him out the way, and then he stomped on him again. He broke my toes. I got hospital records of me going to the hospital both the times that he tried to say that I assaulted him. He bit his lip and rubbed blood on his face. And then he's been breaking into the house. He's been stealing all kinds of stuff. I mean, he just needs to go. I mean, he don't pay rent. It's been 7 months. He ain't paying a penny.
I appreciate that. Ms. Lopez.
He got his ladder over there where he jumps to the fence and gets in the house. And my brother lets him get away with whatever he wants to do. And that
sounds like you might want to move yourself, but your brother,
well, I don't got to move right now. I don't have to move because this isn't starting until they move.
Mr. Lopez, we're going to non-suit the case because you've told me you don't wish to proceed with an eviction. In fact, you didn't even file the lawsuit, correct?
Oh, he's saying thank you. So you're going to continue to shoot the finger at me and call me?
Case dismissed by the plaintiff. All parties are excused. Thank you. Have a good day.
The judge and the lawyer told me to file an eviction.
Ms. Lopez, please contact legal aid about your rights as a tenant in your brother's property.
I did.
Okay.
And he's already assaulted me. I got adult protective services.
Mr. Mendieta, you're all excused. Ms. Lopez, this case is being dismissed. The owner of the property has indicated that he did not file the petition, and he does not want to sue.
So you can continue to assault.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All parties are excused.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to go to the next matter.
Court calls the case of the people versus Devon.
Oh my God, that was fantastic. That was fantastic. When that started, the guy in the baseball hat, I thought he was going to be crazy. Not because he looks crazy, but because of context. I'm like, okay, we're watching a video. And then he steps up and is reasonable as can be from the get, all the way through to the end. And then it's just, but everyone else is just chaos. Oh, that's good stuff.
Is it Galliard?
I haven't seen this
Ready,
one.
Your
Yet.
Honor. And good afternoon to you and your staff, Your Honor. Attorney Maxwell Dubin, P number 86012 on behalf of Mr. Galliard.
Ma'am or sir, where's your client?
My client is currently in Georgia. I'm ready to address everything on the record here today, Your Honor.
Well, is he here?
He's not here.
Right there.
Yeah, he's on.
See. Sir, state your name.
Devon Galliard.
All right. Why don't we address that? Because
but if I may, Your Honor. So evident from the information that defense has received and I've received, my client does and currently still does live in Texas, Your Honor. Again, he's never been in this situation before. That being said, he is monitored on a tether. I believe he, for lack of a better term, a misunderstanding where he was under the impression that since he's returning to Texas and is going to eventually move closer to Michigan, being Georgia, that he was able to go there while being monitored. Again, I would just point out this is
I can't take this seriously. I just can't. Oh my God, the hits keep coming one after the other. Everything on this stream is gold. Everything. I have nothing to do with it. It just is.
Counsel, no. He never went to Texas. He said, I watched the video when I got this, and you guys he indicated he was going to Texas. There was nothing about Georgia, North Carolina, or any other thing. Nothing.
And I do understand that, Your Honor. My client's not sitting here trying to deceive you or the court, and he was very upfront and honest with the tether people when they asked, and he did talk to them with the tether company. He was not trying to hide anything. And I can completely understand the court's frustration with that. And I just would like to say that is not my client's intent. He does not have a history of skipping court, and the only reason I had him appear and as stated in court prior, if you do remember, but I know you deal with a lot of cases, so I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't. He was even willing to buy plane tickets to fly back and forth through the onset of this case. So I would just like this court to know, Your Honor, that my client is not trying to avoid anything and avoid you or the court or this case in any way, shape, or form, Your Honor, or disobey you for that matter.
Ms. Linda.
Your Honor, I have concerns given that, one, he was not permitted to appear on Zoom today. That was revoked given this report. I also have concerns given that the representations that were made was that he was going to be living in Texas. He never goes to Texas, starts residing somewhere else, and he doesn't come back for this hearing that he was supposed to be in person for today. And he's facing very serious charges. I have concerns that he's just out and about across the country. I originally wasn't comfortable with him even going to Texas. Now I'm even more uncomfortable with the arrangement.
So, and I have a problem, counsel, when, as indicated in the community corrections report, he told them that he was permitted to travel to Texas to get his things and that he could stay in Georgia. That was never talked about. Not at all. And outside of the fact that even if it was, he's not just in Texas. He's in South Carolina, North Carolina. He's all over the southern eastern seaboard, with the exception of Florida. At least we don't have him there. And he's just going about his own, doing whatever he wants to do. And Ms. Linda's right. Once we get this, his permission to appear via Zoom was revoked. He needed to be here in person. He is not here.
If I can speak for myself, I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was just, the reason why I didn't because I did my household goods virtually, and they was going to send my stuff here. So I wanted to save money and stay here in Georgia.
You don't have the permission of the court to be in Georgia.
That's my apologies. I wasn't tracking that. I was trying to make it easier so I can be closer here to, if I need to go to court, I could be here with my mother and I could just go from here to Michigan. Because I did, when you said that, as long as I'm on this tether, I can go anywhere I need to go. As long as I didn't go anywhere I need to go. No, you did say that. You did.
No, Mr. Galliard, I'm gonna, and Your Honor, if I may, I don't mean to interrupt you. But
go ahead.
I've talked with my client. My client is taking full responsibility. I have talked to him about this today. He completely understands the frustration with the court, and that just because you're given permission to travel does not mean you can go wherever you want. He is understanding of that, Your Honor. I assure you that. And
I don't think he is.
But he's representing that I told him something I didn't say. He's representing that to our community corrections. I'm not having it. When I let people travel, I let people go where they want to go. The circumstances were given to this court. He said he lives in Texas. He wanted to go to Texas. I was going to allow him to reside in Texas. Come to find out, he never went to Texas. He's somewhere else, a few thousand miles from Texas, and just is there and trying to give me some excuse. I'm not having it. He needs to get himself back to the state of Michigan. If he doesn't want to get himself back to the state of Michigan, we will come and get him. A bench warrant's going to issue for the defendant's failure to appear. No bond. So you better get here before we get to you. I'm done.
And Your Honor, my client can turn himself in at any point. We can readdress this when he comes back.
We will be
He will
more
back.
than happy to take him.
Okay,
Thank
Your
you.
Honor. I will speak to my client and arrange his return, Your Honor.
Court calls the case. People versus Haley Garcia.
Wow. That was absolutely fantastic. Great clips. Thank you, Zach. Thank you, Casey Smokey. Good stuff. Good stuff. I needed that. Actually, the other stream was kind of fun in its way, but it just was so stupid and got weird. It just got weird. And this was all good stuff. Thank you all for coming out. I appreciate it. I will see you soon.